Yes, dear students, solutions and colligative properties. So this is the second chapter in second year chemistry. Okay, solutions and colligative properties. This chapter is very important. From solutions and colligative properties, if you observe that every year NEET and JEE or CET question papers, if you observe that minimum one question guarantee for from NEET and JEE examination, and PUC for board examination. How many marks they are giving their students? 7 marks. That 7 marks, 2 1 mark questions and 1 5 marks question. Long answer question 1 and 1 mark questions 2 are coming. Okay, this is about solutions and colligative properties. So what is solution? First we will discuss about the solution and types of solutions and concentration methods of solutions. We need to discuss. Okay, students, solution. What is solution? We know very well. Solution means is the homogeneous mixture. Solution is a homogeneous mixture having 2 or more than 2 components or more than 2 substances are present. Having 2 or more than 2 components or substances are present. Okay, so that homogeneous mixture is known as a solution. That mixture, homogeneous mixture, the containing components, the components should be non-reacting components present in the solution. Such type of components forms homogeneous mixture is known as a solution. Is known as a solution. Okay. Yes. The formation of solution. The formation of solution is just a physical change only. Formation of solution is a physical change, but not a chemical change. But not a chemical change. Okay, students. Now the solution means if the solution having 2 components or 2 substances are present, is known as a binary solution. Is known as a binary solution. So the binary solution means means 2 components are present in the solution. It is called as a binary solution. It is called as a binary solution. So the binary solution, 2 components are present. In that one component or one substance, the substance which has present in lower quantity, it is called as a solute. If it is in higher quantity, called as a solvent. If it is in a higher quantity, called as a solvent. Okay, students. So the binary solution contains 2 components. They are again called as solute and a solvent. Solute is lower quantity and solvent is a higher quantity. Solvent is a higher quantity. So that kind of solutions are called as a binary solution. So now we'll discuss about the types of binary solutions. Okay, dear students, types of binary solutions. What are the different types of binary solutions are present and how they are classified as binary solutions? Let's see. Types of solutions. Types of solutions. So, based on the physical state of solvent, first classification based on the physical state. Physical state of solvent. Solutions are mainly divided into 3 types. So, solutions are divided into three types. So based on the physical state means the solvent may be either in solid state or in gaseous state or in liquid state. Based on the physical state of solvent, the solutions are mainly divided into 3 types. What are those 3 types of solutions? Let's see the first one. Solid solutions. Okay, students, solid solutions. What are the solid solutions? Solid solution means in which solvent is in in solid state. Solvent is exist in a solid state. If solvent is in liquid state, then it is called as a liquid solution. If the solvent is present in gaseous state, it is called as a gaseous state solutions. Okay, students. So the first one is solid state solutions. Now solute and solvent and examples. For example, the solute is in gaseous state and the solvent is solid, it is fixed. Again, these solid solutions are how many types, dear students? The solid solutions are again 3 types. So the solid solutions. So mainly based on the physical state of solvent, the solutions they are divided into 3 types. Again, these are the 3 types. First one is solid solutions. Again, the solid solutions are 3 types. One solute and solvent. The first one is solute is in gaseous state and solvent is in solid state. The type of solutions. Examples means the solute is in gaseous state means hydrogen. Hydrogen in the surface of platinum or palladium. Palladium or nickel is examples for gas in solid solutions. Is examples for gas in solid solutions and commonly belongs to solid solutions. The second one is liquid in solid. Liquid in solids. The liquid in solids examples amalgams. Amalgams means mercury is the one component. We know that mercury is a liquid state metal. Mercury and zinc. Mercury and zinc or mercury metal is present in sodium. Like these are the examples for liquid in solids. Liquid in solids. They commonly called as amalgams. The third one is solid in solids. The solid in solid solution examples alloys, ornaments, gold ornaments. We are using whatever the gold ornaments we are using is the homogeneous mixture of copper and gold. Homogeneous mixture of copper and gold. That's what is called as alloys. So the alloys are the examples for solid in solid solutions. Solid in solid solutions. This is one type. So the first type of solution is solid solutions. So the solvent is fixed solid only. Then solute may be gas or liquid or solid. Gas in solid, liquid in solids and solid in solids. Again, solid solutions are how many types, dear students? 3 types. Examples. Let's see the second one. Second one, dear students. The second one is liquid solutions. Okay, liquid solutions. So these liquid solutions are again how many types, dear students? 3 types. These are 3 types. So this liquid solutions also again 3 types. Now solute and solvent. So here the solvent is fixed. The solvent is liquid only. Solvent is a liquid only. Okay. Now the solute. Maybe you have to take a gas. Gas in liquids is nothing but soft drinks. Examples soda water. CO2 gas is present in water, that is called as soda water. These examples for gas in a liquid type of solutions. Okay, second one is liquid solutions. So the liquid solutions, both solute and solvent, both are in liquid state, that is called as liquid solutions. Then examples, alcohols in water. alcohols in water, because the alcohols are present in liquid state and water is also present in liquid state. So still you want example means methyl alcohol CH3OH in H2O, or ethyl alcohol is in H2O. These examples for liquid solutions. Now the third one is solid in liquid. The solid in liquid type of solutions examples already we know that sugar water or sugar solution. Sugar in water or NaCl, sodium chloride in water. Sodium chloride in water. These are examples for solid in liquid type of solutions. Solid in a liquid type of solutions. Okay, students. So the second type of solutions are liquid solutions. Again, these liquid solutions are divided into three types. What are those? The first one is gas in liquids. Example soda water. The second one is liquid solutions, alcohols in water, and the third one is solid in liquids. Example sugar in water or NaCl, salt in water. These are the examples for solid in liquids. Okay, this is about second type of solution. So this classification is mainly based on the physical state of solvent. So the based on the physical state of solvent, the solutions they are divided into three types. One is solid solutions, the second one is liquid solutions, the third one is gaseous solutions. The third one is gaseous solutions. So now we'll discuss about gaseous solutions. Okay, students. The third one. Let's see the gaseous solution. Gaseous solutions. Again, these gaseous solutions are also divided into three types. These are three types. Okay, students, total 9 types of solutions are there. Means subdivision, if you observe the total 9 types are there. But based on the physical state of solvent only, if you observe that, then total how many types we are getting? Mainly 3 types. Solid solutions, liquid solutions, third one is gaseous solutions. Again these gaseous solutions are 3 types. What are those, dear students? First one is solute solvent. Example. Gas in gas. Gas in gas means air. The examples for air. Air is the mixture of gases. Means mixture of gases like O2 plus N2 plus CO2, like these all are present in air. So this mixture of gases is nothing but air is examples for homogeneous mixture only. That's why it belongs to gas in gas. Next, second one is liquid in gas. Liquid in gas, example moisture. Moisture, water vapors. Moisture is nothing but water vapors are present in air. Water vapors are present in air. These examples, moisture or mist, fog will come under this liquid in a gas. Liquid in a gas. So students, next the third one is solid in gas. The solid in gas example, camphor. Camphor in air. The solid in gas example is camphor in air. Okay, these are the mainly 3 types of solutions. So based on the physical state, solutions are divided into three types, and every type again they are subdivided into three types, and examples I gave. Okay, student, this is about main classification based on the physical state of solvent. The solutions they are divided into three types. Solutions they are divided into three types. Okay. So examples also very important. Examples we have to remember for one mark questions or in objective type also. Examples they will ask. Air is an example for gas in gas type of solution. Moisture is an example for. In the moisture, what is the solute is present? The solute is liquid and solvent is a gas. Camphor in air is an example for solid in gas type of a solution. So like the questions they are asking for either in board examination or in objective exam also they are asking. Okay students, now the second type. The second type if you observe that based on the nature of solvent. Based on the nature of solvent, the solution they are divided into two types. One is aqueous solution, the second one is non-aqueous solutions. Based on the nature of solvent. Nature of solvent means one solvent is water. Other than water, any solvent if you are using for making of a homogeneous mixture, such kind of solutions are called as non-aqueous solutions. Such kind of solutions are called as a non-aqueous solutions. Okay, the second type is based on the nature, based on the nature of solvent, based on the nature of solvent, solutions are divided into two types. Solutions divided into two types. What are the two types of solutions? Let's see, dear students. One is aqueous solutions. Aqueous solutions. The second one is non-aqueous solutions. Non-aqueous solutions. So one is aqueous solution, the second one is non-aqueous solution. In aqueous solutions, the solvent is water. So if solvent is water is present, such type of solutions all are belongs to commonly called as aqueous solutions. Other than water, solvent is other than water. The solvent is other than water. Solvent is other than water, called as a non-aqueous solutions. So other than water, what kind of solvents are present? Other than water means, for example, alcohols are used. Alcohols also we can use as a solvents. Such type of solutions are called as alcoholic solutions. Called as alcoholic solutions. If for example, okay, for example, instead of water, alcohol you are using means that solution is called as alcoholic solution. That alcoholic solution belongs to non-aqueous solution. It belongs to non-aqueous solution. Okay, students. Now, other than water, ammonia you are using. Ammonia. This ammonia you are used, then that solution is called as ammoniated solution. Ammoniated solution. Okay, students, then it is called as ammoniated solution. For example, instead of ammonia or alcohol, organic solvent like ether, we know very well-known organic solvent is ether. If ether you are used as a solvent, then the solutions are called as ethereal solutions. That solutions are called as ethereal solutions. For example, ethers you are using. Ether. Ether means what it is, dear students? two alkyl groups are bonded or connected with the oxygen atoms through a single bond is known as a ethers. So ether general formula compound R. Okay, if ether you are used as a solvent, such type of solutions are called as ethereal solutions. Ethereal solutions. Not only this, other than water, we can use carbon tetrachloride, we can use it as a solvent, and hexane we can use it as a solvent, as well as benzene we can use it as a solvent. These all are belongs to non-aqueous solutions because the solvent is not water. The solvent is not water. Other than water, if you are used as a solvent, such type of solutions all are called as a non-aqueous solutions. If the solvent you are used as a water only solvent, then the major component is water. The minor components, if you use any other substance, this type of solutions is commonly called as aqueous solutions. So, based on the nature of solvent, the solutions are mainly divided into how many types, dear students? Two types. One is aqueous solutions. The second one is non-aqueous solutions. Aqueous solutions means the solvent is water only. Other than water, if you are used solvent, those are called as a non-aqueous solutions. So, for example, I gave few examples for non-aqueous solvents. Non-aqueous solutions examples I gave. Alcohol you are used, the solutions are commonly called as alcoholic solutions. Ammonia you are used, the solutions are commonly called as ammoniated solutions. Ether you are used, the solutions are commonly called as ethereal solutions. Not only these three, we can use the solvents. Carbon tetrachloride we can use as a solvent, hexane we can use as a solvent, benzene we can use as a solvent, carbon disulfide we can use as a solvent. Like different solvents are present, different types of solvents are present other than water. Those all are called as a non-aqueous solutions. Okay, those are all called as a non-aqueous solutions only. Okay, students. Now, the solutions strength we need to express. That strength of the solutions already we are studied in first year in basic concepts of chemistry. There only we are studied the strength of the solutions. Okay, what are the different types methods are present to express the strength of the solutions, dear students? The physical methods are present as well as chemical methods are present. The physical methods means weight by weight percentage, weight by volume percentage, and volume by volume percentage. These are the physical methods to express the strength of the solutions. The chemical methods, main important chemical methods, what are those, dear students? Molarity, normality, molality, mole fraction. These are the chemical methods to express the strength of the solutions. Okay, strength. What is strength? The strength indicates that the quantity of solute present in a solvent or the quantity of solute present in a solution is known as a strength. Based on the quantity of solute, the solutions also divided into two types. One is diluted solutions, the second one is the concentrated solutions. So based on quantity, so this is another type. Here this classification is mainly based on the quantity of solute. Based on the quantity of solute. Based on the quantity of solute quantity. Based on the quantity of solute, solutions are divided into two types. Solutions are divided into two types. Okay, solutions are divided into two types. One is diluted solutions. The second one is concentrated solutions. Okay, in the name only present diluted solutions and concentrated solutions. Diluted solutions means what it is, dear students? The quantity of solute solute quantity is less. Such type of solutions are called as diluted solutions, means the amount of solute is very less, and those are called as diluted solutions. The amount of solute is more. Amount of solute is more in solvent. The amount of solute is more in solvent. Such type of solutions are called as a concentrated solutions. Such type of solutions are called as a concentrated solutions. So this is about a classification of solutions. Now these solutions strength we need to express. Okay, the methods to express the strength of solutions are concentration methods of the solutions. There are mainly they are divided into two types. One is physical methods, the second one is the chemical methods. Okay students, let me discuss about that. So those concentration methods are very important for either in subjective exam or as well as in a objective examination. Okay students, let's see concentration methods. Concentration methods. Okay students, what are the important concentration methods? So concentration methods, these are mainly divided into two types. One is physical method, the second one is the chemical methods. So divided into two types. The first one is physical methods. Okay students, first one is a physical methods, the second one is a chemical methods. Let's see the physical methods. What are the important physical methods are there? And first one is, these physical methods are, that first one is weight by volume percentage. Weight by volume percentage. Weight by volume percentage. What is weight by volume percentage definition? The weight by volume percentage is nothing but the amount of solute. Definition, let's see dear student, the amount of solute present in, the amount of solute present in 100 ml of solution is known as weight by volume percentage. Is known as a weight by volume percentage. So weight by volume percentage is equals to weight of solute divided by volume of solution. Weight of solute divided by volume of solution into 100 is known as a weight by volume percentage. Okay, I will give you a few important examples related to how to calculate weight by volume percentage as well as volume by volume percentage and weight by weight percentage. Examples I will give you, I will share in your WhatsApp group, and those examples you have to practice. Okay students, let's see the second one. Second one, weight by weight percentage. Weight by weight percentage. What is weight by weight percentage? Weight by weight percentage is nothing but the amount of solute present in 100 grams of solution. Present in 100 grams of solution. So according to that, what is the formula? Small w by capital W. Small w indicates the weight of solute. Capital W indicates the weight of solution. Percentage is equals to weight of solute. Weight is nothing but amount. Weight of solute by weight of solution. Into 100. Okay, students, this is the second one. And third one, volume by volume percentage. Volume by volume percentage means the amount of solute or the volume of solute the volume should be in ml. The volume of solute in ml present in 100 ml of solution. 100 ml of solution called as volume by volume percentage. So volume by volume percentage is equals to volume of solute by volume of solution into 100 is known as a volume by volume percentage. Okay, students. Next one is parts per million. The next important physical method is ppm, parts per million. Let's see the fourth one, parts per million. What is ppm definition? The amount of solute present in million parts of solution. The amount of solute present in million. Million means 10 to the power of 6. Present in